I've had over 30 years of intentionally focused spirituality. The first couple of years, it was like Spirit was like waking me up. I'm like, oh, you're going along in life and everything seems to be going okay. And then all of a sudden, little things begin to wake you up, get your attention that there's more to life. A lot of you may have started having this urge. And, first it might be just crystals. Next it might be, what are they doing? What is that? I remember years ago, I seen it as a kid. I seen a pendulum years ago. And I didn't know what it was. And I thought it was fascinating. I remember learning what its name was, but it didn't stick. So this is about maybe 9 years old. So then what happens is that time went on and I forgot all about it. I just remembered there's more to it. Now, however you awaken, that is up to you. But you will get a push, you get a shove, and you'll get an urge. At first, it's like, oh my God, I'm going against the rules. What will people think? I'll keep my mouth shut. You kind of dabble over here and look. You begin to ask questions. We're told, back in the old paradigms, was don't ask questions, don't look, don't, stay focused, stay centered. And what I realized is that the more that I got into God, the more that I question not just what God was, but question, who am I? I have lost my identity several times. And the last one really took a toll because it was so weird to come out of that and like, Jesus, who am I? I mean, you can't find your ground. You're looking, you're lurking. You're doing everything you can to find who you are. You can get lost and you can get confused. But no identity, you just start to spiral out. You can have no identity, can make you feel depressed, can make you fall into emotions. And when those emotions begin to make you freeze in such a way that you go numb, cold, numb, but you go a little bit further and you feel more fear because it's the unknown. We're taught that the unknown is supposed to be scary. It's supposed to be confusing. It's supposed to be unsafe. There's a lot of people that have old paradigms and belief systems that are passed down that you have to worry about heaven and hell. And that's okay. What I've learned, the more that I got into God, the more in the Christ conscious, the more into my heart, the more into listening with my heart connected me with Spirit, and the more that I connected with the how I knew my name, how I knew that it's okay to be different. The more that I did that, the more it was, I didn't care what people thought. It's not, I don't care. It is, I have no time for you. And it's not that I didn't love people. I just don't have time for the chaos and the drama. It was okay to watch it on TV, but I no longer needed it in my space. I was so focused on that taste, that hunger, and I was listening with my heart. I was listening with my soul. I was listening. And all the people that knew how everything was, and they're a know-it-all, and this is how you're supposed to be, this is how you're supposed to act, don't rock the boat, don't do this, don't do that. Consider the source. They're not God. And they are more human than they are their true identity. When you begin hitting your true identity, you hit that space within yourself that begins to be able to let you breathe and to give you space, but it also gives you safety. Without safety, we won't move forward. the more we over-identify with our matter, the more that we over-identify with our pain, we become that identity. And then we no longer consciously are creating. It is inside of our body. It's inside of our subconscious mind. I mean, you're looking at my subconscious mind. It's my body. These are all the programs from inherited to soul lives. And you know, when people call them past lives, I don't really call them past lives as much as I call them soul lives.